5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, the 1 was out.
That's
all right.
close enough. I'll match it up with the 3 and the 2.
Yeah,
you talk. I just got my pop filter just fell off. I just got to.
Oh no! I just can't catch a break.
That's all right. You go. You start talking.
Oh dear. So now my hang on. Oh, we can still keep recording now. I've got things popping up everywhere here. There we go. Okay. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. All right, podcast. So, I was keen to, even though I'm not quite ready to record yet in this house, this new place, I was keen to record because of. I sent you a message to watch the new trailer for Logan. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
Awesome. That little girl's got some anger. Wait, was she in the first trailer? I think in the first trailer he just mentioned it, didn't he?
Yeah, in the first trailer they just had 1 second of her. They didn't really show anything.
Yeah.
So I'm really because the first trailer or teaser, I was a bit like, oh yeah, it looks good. I said it looked really good, and I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
And then the second trailer came out. I'm like, okay, this is interesting because the second trailer is slightly different. And what was interesting to me was I was curious to see how if it would have changed my opinion of the first one, but it didn't. And it looks like it's going to be R-rated, which is great. Because it's about time us adults got a fucking movie. I'm sorry, because what have we got to choose from at the moment? Passengers? Sorry.
I don't know, until the next Deadpool comes out, nothing.
Yeah. I'm just sick of them making, these superhero adult movies for,
Well, they make them
kids.
for toy sales. Yeah, they make them for 12-year-olds so they can sell toys.
Kids have got enough crap. You young people have got enough
Star Wars.
stuff. Yeah, you got Star Wars. Yeah, leave us alone. Give us something.
You got Jar Jar Binks. Fuck off.
Yeah. You got Jar Jar. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah.
Sorry, I just can't get my audio right.
It's all right.
Yeah, so in the Logan trailer, I don't know.
Yep.
Here's the problem: is I love Wolverine, but I don't know too much about the X-Men because I'm not really an X-Men nerd.
Yeah.
But I assume because I thought the adamantium meant that it means that it heals really quick. But
no, the adamantium's the metal that they added to him.
Yeah, right. But but that means that he heals, right?
Yes.
So why does he age? I didn't think he aged.
Well, he does. He just ages really slowly. So this movie's set way in the future.
Yeah.
So that's why he's got a bit of grey hair.
post-apocalypse.
Yeah. So I think it's based on the concept of the Old Man Logan comic book series.
Okay.
Now, in the actual Old Man Logan comic book arc, I think what happens is it's way in the future. All the X-Men are dead. All the superheroes are dead. All that's left is the villains ended up taking over and winning.
Right.
And there's a few of them left. I think Hulk's still around, and I think him and She-Hulk have some trailer park Hulk children and.
Right. Okay.
And Logan can't pay his rent to the Hulk or something, and I don't know. I don't really know all about it.
It's an 8-issue. I'm just looking at it now. It's an 8-issue storyline in the Wolverine series.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if it gives us anything.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it
does.
Oh, yeah,
it's been conquered by the supervillains and they divided it into territories. Okay, so Magneto, Doctor Doom, and Red Skull own the universe, I suppose.
Yeah. So,
okay.
I think what... I don't know if it'll follow that at all. And the girl is possibly going to be... Sorry?
She's got a lot of anger.
No. Yeah. Well, her name, the name in the movie is the character in the comic book series. I think they call it X-23. And she's been cloned from some Wolverine DNA.
Oh, okay. So she's technically his his IVF baby.
Female daughter, him. Yeah, I don't know. Mini-me, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't really know exactly myself. As I said, I'm not really that big on it either in the comics. But I just think the movie looks great. I just don't think it looks... It just looks really fucking good. So
yeah, it looks awesome.
Looks good. Yeah.
What got me in the first trailer was when he put his fist into that guy's skull and put his claws through his head, and I'm like, all right, it's on.
Yep.
And then in this one, where she flips over that guy and just slashes his face off.
Oh yeah, and then you see the bit of Wolverine flying over and clawing someone to death, and if you watch the Red Band trailer, he's like, when she starts killing everyone, he's like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then later on, Charles Xavier swears as well. He's like, oh fuck this or something. Like it just makes it real. Like I'm not saying you have to swear to do stuff, but it just I don't know, just the way it was delivered, and I think it's just great that we're going to finally get an adult movie as opposed to
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff,
and you know what it reminded me of? And
what's that?
This might be a stretch, but if they don't, which they probably will at some stage, but if they don't make a Last of Us movie, it kind of...
I know.
It might be able to fill that gap, because they might have that like Joel Ellie sort of relationship.
Yeah. I would love to see a Last of Us movie, but if they did it the way the fans would want it, would it be a bit boring? Because we've all played The Last of Us, like, how many times through have you played it?
5.
Yeah, 5. I've been through 3, I think. So you'd want them to do it true to the movie, true to the game. Yeah. And would you be a bit bored because you knew what was going to happen?
Oh, look, of course, yeah. I think if you want a Last of Us movie, you've just got to watch the cutscenes back to back. I don't think,
Did we talk about the sequel?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, because they did the teaser trailer at PlayStation.
Yeah. I don't know why they haven't. Like, have they optioned the rights for a film? Or let me just have a look.
No idea. It'd be sick if they did. It'd be interesting to see what they did with it, but yeah.
Yeah. The Last of Us. It's stuck in development hell. That was as of about a year ago.
Yeah.
Usually when they call it development hell, they talk about it's usually problems with licensing and casting and things like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean it's pretty easy to cast. You just cast Ellen Page as Ellie.
Yeah, that's right.
And cast Hugh Jackman as bloody Sam. So
exactly. Yeah.
It's it's not hard. Oh, who else could you do as Sam? Do you think?
Joel, you mean?
Joel. Joel. Yeah.
Who else could you do as Joel? With a beard like that is about that sort of age. I think Hugh Jackman really is about the only one.
Yeah, I think he'd be the good choice. I'm not too sure who else.
Yeah. Russell Crowe's a bit past it now.
Oh no, you didn't want Russell Crowe, God.
Really? Why not?
Ellie, get over here. I'm Maximus Aurelius. I'm going to take you away from the zombies.
Leave him alone.
Oh, dear.
Maybe Mel Gibson? Do you reckon Mel Gibson could pull it off?
That's interesting. That's an interesting thought to ponder. He'd have to trim his beard up a bit.
Yeah, because he's got that full-on long grey Jedi beard at the moment. But yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know who to put in for that. Yeah. What about the guy who did the voice? Is he just a voice actor or is he actually an actor?
Who?
The guy who actually does his voice.
Oh, I think he's just a voice actor, and I don't actually know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Troy Baker. Let's have a look. No, he looks nothing. He's like a skinny little Swedish-looking guy. He looks nothing like Joel. Yeah. Actually, when you bring him up, Hugh Jackman's photo comes up. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Well, we've cast that movie then.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brad Cooper will probably get the fucking role, and Jennifer Lawrence will probably get Ellie.
All right, angry man.
Anyway,
Oh dear. What else is happening?
Well, speaking of Mel Gibson, if I said to you a Wayne's brother as Roger Murtaugh...
Oh, you're talking about the TV show?
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon, the TV show. I haven't yet watched it. I haven't yet. I wanted to actually just watch the first episode just to see. Have you watched it?
No, I haven't watched it. I don't even know if it's out yet. But
yeah, it's out. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't know about it. I don't know whether it's a good move or a bad move.
I think it's a terrible
I guess when you're casting the guy, Riggs is played by the guy who played the protagonist in Smoking Aces 2, which was straight to DVD.
Never saw it. Only saw
Clayne
the first
Crawford.
one.
It's a terrible film. Yeah, I don't know. And a Wayne's brother? I've got no idea. But yeah. Martin Riggs. I mean, they're surely just going to follow the same storyline, aren't they?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hang on. Lethal Weapon TV. Let's see if we can find a Wikipedia. Here we go. Lethal Weapon TV series. Buddy cop action drama. Damon Wayans. Here we go. All right. Where have we got it here? So we've got Roger Murtaugh, a detective who returns to the force after recovering from a heart attack.
Oh, okay.
And is partnered with a Texas transplant, Martin Riggs.
With a what transplant?
Like a transplant, Texas. So they've made him from Texas instead of another LAPD guy. Yeah.
Does that explain his grotty mustache? Is that the idea?
Yep. And then we've got Martin Riggs, a Navy SEAL, because in the original thing he was a Vietnam Special Forces guy. So
yep.
Navy SEAL. Yeah, I don't know why they had to do Navy SEAL. Like, it just seems to be the go-to. Everyone knows. They could have done like Delta Force Army or something. That would have been better.
Yeah. Well, I think if you go Special Forces in the Marines, people don't really know what that means.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. But anyway. So he's a Navy SEAL. He's now a police officer. Moved to LA. He's from Texas himself, but then moved to LA after the death of his wife and unborn child. They've added in.
Okay.
And they've kept him with his Beretta.
Of course they have.
Pistol. However, they haven't given Murtaugh a revolver this time. Looks like they've actually given him a pistol in this one. So I don't know if there's any talk about shit. That. So yeah.
Fair enough.
So, they've got a psychologist in there as well. They've got Murtaugh's wife.
Yep.
So
Infernal Affairs. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'll have to take a look at it and see.
I wonder who's going to play the Joe Pesci character.
Joe Pesci. I don't think they've got a
Maybe Joe Pesci. Maybe he'll come back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh dear. What else is happening in the world?
I got a question. That'll make you angry.
Yep. Oh, hang on. Sorry, my auto plays.
You're right.
Got to figure out how to turn. Okay, go for it.
Let's say I bought something a few years ago.
Okay.
A couple of years ago. Let's say I bought a computer. Let's say I bought a Mac, right, in 2010.
2010, so 7 years ago.
Just for argument's sake. I buy a Mac 7 years ago.
Yep.
Suddenly, for some reason, I don't know, something stops working on it. It won't download off my hard drive.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So I take it back to Mac, and they say, sorry, sir, we don't repair that model of computer anymore.
I know where you're going with this. I wasn't sure where you were going, but now I'm with you. Yep. Thank you. I'd forgotten how angry I was. I know exactly what you're referring to. I'd forgotten all about it.
Is it right of me?
I'd forgotten all about it, but now the anger has come back.
Is it right for me to go on the internet and publicly blast a company? And let's also say I've got the means to buy many, many computers. And money's no issue.
Oh dear,
And discuss. What are your thoughts about that?
I just think Casey Neistat is a complete douchebag now.
Yeah, things seem to have gone to his head a little bit, haven't they?
I'm sick of seeing him just blatantly trash gear.
Yeah,
like not just use it. Like, you know, some people are very delicate with things, and some people are a bit rougher. But just throw it around like it's a shockproof bloody like a football or something.
Yeah, and intentionally is like part of the style of his videos. That's like his thing, right? He's hard on his gear.
Yeah, and when you see him unbox stuff, like he cuts the box and then just chucks it around and all this crap, and he throws stuff around and he says, "Oh, I'm hard on my gear, but it should last." If something's not designed for that purpose and it breaks, sorry. And then his lens broke. He's like, oh, how dare Canon? That's not good customer service.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. If they did that for everyone did stuff outside its use and warranty period, like, come on.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot.
I mean, and to his credit, I saw him get slammed a lot. People saying stop asking for free shit. To his credit, he didn't actually ask for it to be replaced for free.
Well,
but he did bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry. I call that an ask. I know it wasn't technically an ask, but for me, that's an ask. Like, it was so close to,
Oh, yeah. It was basically, I've got 6 million subscribers. I'm a big YouTuber. Fix my shit.
Yeah.
But he didn't come out and ask for a brand new lens. But the other thing was he put it at the start of a video that had nothing to do with Canon or lenses or anything as well. It was whether or not he thought he should attend.
Yeah, what a load of crap. Of course he was going. He works for CNN now. Like, oh, should I go? I don't support Trump. Oh, should I? What a load of crap.
Well, what it did was it solidified for me, like, because I was thinking, like, I couldn't understand why they bought his brand for 25 million, why they bought it for so much, but it's clear to me now what they bought. I mean, they bought advertising. They bought 6 million viewers worth of advertising off him.
Yeah.
Because, of course, he was going to go. He works for CNN. So he mentioned CNN about 6 times in the video. And then if you watched his most recent video of the inauguration, CNN is littered throughout the video.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. What's the budget of a major television network studio for advertising every year? It's got to be a couple $100 million, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But my assumption is that 25 million is just worked into their advertising budget, basically, and they bought 6 million of his viewers. So yeah. Because there's a shot like in his most recent, like, I don't know if you watched it in his inauguration video.
No. I didn't watch
he's
it.
Like skateboarding like he does, and he's holding his phone out, and the phone has got the CNN coverage of the inauguration on his phone. Right. Like, it's quite blatant product placement.
Yeah.
So he just like, I don't know. But to his credit though, sorry, that's the other thing I meant to mention. He was interviewing people on the street at the inauguration. And a fan came up, and he left it in the video to his credit, but a fan came up and said something about, like, you work for fake media or something like that, and then just took off.
Work for what?
Yeah, fan said it to him, and he left it in the video.
What did they say? You work
What's that, sorry?
What did they say? You work for what?
He said you work for, like, propaganda media or something like that. Oh,
right, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, douchebag. It's been a week of douchebag. Another douchebag thing was PewDiePie. Did you see this?
No, what's he complaining about now?
This kid Ryan, who's got like billions of views and millions of subscribers. This Ryan's toy reviews.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some kid that the parents shoved a camera in front of him, and the video went viral. And 2 years later, now he's got like 5 million subscribers. They basically
6, mind you. Yeah,
6 is it? Yeah. So it's just a kid playing with toy. Anyway, someone did an article about how this kid's definitely going to take over PewDiePie.
Right.
Because based on his growth, he's basically going to have more subscribers. Anyway, PewDiePie did this, start off with one of his stupid videos, which was his normal stupid bullshit. But then he goes into basically flat out accusing the family of paying for views.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because he's like, okay, this video has 11 million views, but only 1,000 comments.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. A video of that many views should have more comments.
Yeah.
And I was like, but hang on, not if parents are just sticking the kids in front of the computer. The kids don't comment. Like, obviously, 90% of those views have got to be young kids, like 6, 7, 8 year olds.
Yeah, and if it's anything like our nieces who are about that age, they sit there and they'll watch a toy review video and they'll refresh it and refresh it.
They'll watch it like 6 times in a row. Yeah. So you only need 10, you only need 1 million kids to each watch it 5 times.
Yeah, to get
and
5
there's your
million.
5 million views. So like, and he's like, and then PewDiePie's like, I just can't see how it's bullshit. Why aren't people smart enough to realize it's clearly bullshit? And I'm like, well, it's not clearly bullshit. It's
and isn't he at a point where who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
like
and
when
I
he's
just-
got like 50 million subscribers.
Oh, I don't know. I think he is just worried about losing his status as the top YouTuber. But I think about it, I'm like, I don't see a difference between the two channels. Just both immature idiots filling our screens with shit. So, like,
Yeah, he's upset another baby's getting more views than him.
yeah, I watched a couple of his videos recently because I've never really watched a PewDiePie video, and I just watched a couple.
Can't.
It's just shit. Like, there's nothing to it. There is just not even. Yeah, it's for kids, I guess, for 12 and 13-year-olds. That's how he gets his, so popular. But and him screaming it, So yeah,
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm looking at this kid's, like, one of his toy reviews has got 103 million views.
Yeah.
106 million views.
Yep. And
It's
so
crazy.
Philip DeFranco obviously got the shits with PewDiePie.
Oh, okay.
And he did an interview with the parents. So Philip DeFranco got the parents on.
Yeah.
To just basically address the rumours and just say straight out, so do you guys pay for views or what? And they're like, no, we don't do it. And then there was one, they copped a lot of controversy from one of the videos mentioned Walmart, and heaps of people were having a go at them about being sponsored by Walmart.
Okay.
It's like, well, so what if they are? Who cares? But they weren't. Well, they say they weren't. So
that's that EvanTube kid. Yeah, he reportedly signed a Walmart for $2.5 million or something like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I don't, I still don't see what the whole deal is about this. And then of course you get the people saying, oh, they're exploiting their kid. They must force him every day to make a video and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, yeah, rightio, whatever. I don't hear you complaining when you go see a movie or watch TV with a kid in it.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing is, how could they afford to? Doesn't it cost what does it cost to buy, say, 50,000 views on a video, like at one of those dodgy companies? What does it cost, like $50-$100?
To buy how many views?
Like, say, 50,000.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah. If you scale it up, no one can afford to buy 100 million views on a video.
Yeah, yeah. And they drop off, don't they? YouTube know about it anyway if it's fake, don't they?
Yeah, YouTube would find out. For someone getting that many views, YouTube would be investigating it to make sure it was real. There's no way they'd let that go on.
Well, views cost about it's like I've just googled buy YouTube views.
Yeah.
And there's a heap that looks like the rate is about $2 for 1,000 views.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So $2 for 1,000. So so 1 million views is going to cost you.
Yeah.
What's that? I can't do the maths. A lot. 1 million
20,000
divided by 2.
No, 1 million divided by 1,000.
1,000. Yeah, sorry.
What's that?
Divided by 1,000.
It's 100,000, isn't it?
Yeah, 100,000. Yeah, I don't know.
100,000 by 2.
To buy a million views. Yeah.
No, 100,000. Then it's $2 for that, so it's $200,000 to buy a million views.
Yeah. I don't have that sort of cash.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do.
No.
If you got that sort of money, you don't need YouTube. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how much for subscribers? How much does it cost to get subscribers these days?
And you can't, unless you're going to buy subscribers and viewers. It's not going to match up. There's no point buying 50,000 subscribers and having 10 views on your video. People know something's fucking up,
Yeah. Buy YouTube subscribers, 100 for $5.
There you go. Yeah.
Right. But all those things, doesn't YouTube, can't they figure that out and then they just cut them off you? Like, isn't it?
Yeah, they'd just take them straight off you. Yeah, and you might even get your channel banned as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not generating actual revenue because they're not actual views. So
yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
there we go.
Whatever.
So Philip DeFranco had him on. And I thought that was awesome for Philip DeFranco. Like, I don't mind him. I don't. I, of course, like any keyboard warrior, could sit there and criticize some of the stuff he does.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really cool how he was just like, you know what? Basically, fuck this PewDiePie guy. Who does he really think he is? to sit there and just blatantly accuse them of doing dodgy stuff.
Yeah,
Obviously, you know, because he's just jealous of how many views he's going at. Well, mate, start doing kid shit. That's the most popular thing in anything. I mean, look at the Wiggles or Shopkins or anything at kids. If it goes even slightly viral with kids, that's it. You've made it. If you can come up with the next kid's toy, like what was this thing that was the big thing at Christmas? Did you hear about this? It's egg thing, hatch an egg. Hang on.
Oh yeah, I forget what it was called,
What's
but
it called?
it hatched an
Hatchimals.
Like,
Hatchimals.
Yeah.
Apparently people were like selling them on eBay for like $300 or $400 each.
Yeah, exactly.
And people were paying it. Yeah.
I mean, that's reportedly what Nintendo do every time they bring out a new console. Is they, create the demand. They automatically short supply. But yeah, that's the thing is kids shit. If you can get into that, and I mean, you can play devil's advocate and go maybe because PewDiePie's a professional troll, maybe he was just trolling and he was just fucking around. Yeah. But you're risking getting sued. Like that's a fine line to run if he was doing it just as a joke.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. No, he wasn't.
Libel.
Oh no, you can tell he was not joking.
Right, he was actually pissed. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, just thinking about kids and stuff that's popular and stuff. Do you remember when we were kids in primary school, the Coca-Cola yo-yo team had come around to your school?
Yeah, I got ripped off.
The day after, everyone had yo-yos. Like, it was just the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I got ripped off.
What did you get ripped off for? I don't remember this.
Because when someone must have given us money, because they used to come around and sell them.
Yeah.
They only had Fanta ones left, and I had to buy a fucking Fanta one.
Yeah, we both had Fanta ones. Yeah, you and I had Fanta ones. Yeah. Yeah, no, we could just never get a Coke yo-yo, yeah.
Every single thing with our childhood.
Yeah.
We were the kids that got the welfare burgers because we couldn't go to McDonald's. Every kid had a Coca-Cola yo-yo, we had Fanta. Yeah.
Do people sell them on eBay, the old ones?
Oh, yeah. They go for like $40-$50. The authentic retro yo-yos, yeah.
Oh, really? Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, they make knockoffs now, of course, but yeah, if you can buy
here we go.
authentic ones.
Holy crap. Mellow Yellow Yo-Yo, $84.88, $180.
Yeah, well, that'd be a rare one because I wouldn't have thought because Mellow Yellow tastes like shit. I'm surprised, they probably didn't make many of them.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Is that Mountain Dew? Is that what Mellow Yellow is now? Mountain Dew?
I don't know. No idea. Hang on, I'm going to Google Fanta Yo-Yo on eBay, see if I can buy you one. Hang on.
I don't want a Fanta yo-yo.
Yo-yo. No, I'm buying your Fanta yo-yo. Hang on.
Fuck off. I want a Fanta yo-yo. And I couldn't walk the dog.
Do you remember what it looked like?
Yeah, it was orange centre with blue writing, maybe.
Here we go.
And a white exterior.
No, it didn't have like a see-through yellow outer area.
Oh, maybe.
This doesn't say the year. I found one. It's got all scratched up. $25 plus $10 postage. I'm not paying that. Sorry, dude. You're gonna have
Good. How the fuck was yo-yoing a job that people got to tour around schools yo-yoing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, was our Fanta yo-yos... Did they have a... Were they white around the outer ring or orange?
Yeah. No, they were the rails were white. It was basically the same as a Coke yo-yo because the Coke was red with the white on the outside. These were orange with white on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or was it white with an orange outside? I don't remember.
No, it was definitely
both those
orange.
types.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was definitely orange. Yeah.
Definitely orange with a white outside, you reckon?
Yeah, definitely had white rails on it, yeah.
Okay, I don't remember that. That's cool, though.
Yeah.
I seem to remember it being all orange, but I don't remember shit like that, so...
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Coca-Cola yo-yo. How about that? Oh.
Have you seen Rogue One yet?
Nope.
I've seen it twice. Don't bother.
Yeah, I know. So did you want to recap on why there is a hole or what?
Oh, for fuck's sake. The second time I watched it, it creates more problems for me in the story.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, okay, so for example, in Rogue One, they fire off the Death Star twice for weapons testing.
Yeah.
Not to actually blow up a planet completely. It puts a disruption in the planet and it basically strips the core off the planet.
What planet do they do that to?
They do it to Jeddu, which is like the original Jedi temple planet.
I thought that was where Luke is now.
No,
Jedi
Luke's somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Luke's somewhere else.
But that's what they say in Star Wars, though. They say Luke went in search of the first Jedi temple.
No, apparently this is where, Jeddu is where, they mined all the Kyber Crystals for the Death Star. Because apparently the Death Star works on Kyber Crystals now for its laser beam.
Is that the same crystals as in lightsabers?
Yeah.
What's the planet called?
Kyber Crystal.
No, the planet. What's the planet called?
Oh, Jeddu. Jeddhu.
Planet Jeddu.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So anyway,
sorry, keep going. Yeah.
The idea of the film is it basically ends right where A New Hope picks off, right? So they get the plans onto the cargo ship, and it's shooting along, and you could basically watch them back to back because the opening shot of A New Hope is the Star Destroyer chasing down the cargo ship that Leia's on, right?
Right.
In the last scene, they fire off the Death Star at the planet that they're fighting on, that the rebels are fighting on, with the Empire, and Leia's cargo ship is part of that convoy, because obviously they're trying to get the plans to them.
Right.
So she would have seen the Death Star, and she would have seen it being fired off.
Right.
But in A New Hope, when Moffat fires off at Alderaan, he gives the impression that the Death Star's never been fired off before, and it's the first time Leia's ever seen it happen.
Oh, let me think about that for a second. Does he?
Mm.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to... Yeah, okay.
I'd have to watch A New Hope again, but I'm pretty sure.
I see what you're saying. So, hang on. Why do they shoot it at the planet that's got all the crystals to power it? Have they finished getting all the crystals?
They had mined all of the crystals and they realised that the rebels were on there trying to get the plans to the Death Star.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right,
so they scoot on in and blow the shit out of it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's other little things too. And in A New Hope, she says to Vader, when he interrogates her, I'm on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan. Yeah. Well, he knows you're fucking not, because you were just in the battle where he was, you idiot. Why would you say that?
That's the thing that... Yeah, see, I haven't seen Rogue One, like I said, but that's the thing that confused me watching the trailers and all that, is that I got the impression there's some battle, Leia escapes off this ship, and then they're chasing her, and she's like, I'm on a diplomatic mission. Well, we all know you weren't. It's just even stupid to try. It's like saying, we're here for the Death Star plans. What plans? I don't know. I was downloading an ebook.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I was trying to get the new Harry Potter novel. I don't know what you're talking about. So.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all right.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go rewatch the Logan trailer a few more times.
All right, you can do that. I might do that too. That girl from SARS.
Done.